A federal high court sitting in Ikoyi, Lagos, and presided over by Honorable Justice A. Aluko, has advised the two parties in a suit over Lagos-Calabar Expressway realignment to maintain status quo. This is just as a coalition of civil society organizations again on Thursday invaded the Federal High Court, Ikoyi, protesting the non-payment of compensation and what they described as illegal realignment. The matter between Foreign Investors Network of Nigeria against Attorney General and Minister of Justice, Honorable Minister of Works David Umahi, Controller of Works Lagos, and High Tech Construction Company. The plaintiff, which is the umbrella body of Nigerian investors whose property were demolished following the realignment of the Lagos-Calabar Coastal Highway in the Okun-Aja area of Lagos State, are seeking justice over the investment. The aggrieved investors had, during the Thursday sitting, prayed the judge to grant an injunction restraining the defendants and their agents from further demolition of their properties after a large part of it had already been demolished. Justice Akintayo, though, refused to make any official pronouncement on the prayers of the plaintiffs, advised them and the defendants to maintain status quo pending the determination of the suit. Counsel to the plaintiff, Valerian Nwadike, while speaking with journalists after the sitting, said the matter came up for the first time today and all parties were represented in court.
So the matter came up for the first time today and all parties were represented in court. My Lord did not make an official pronouncement or an order, but my Lord gave an admonition to all parties to maintain status quo, not to destroy the rest, so there won't be any more further demolition, and that parties should take steps not to tamper with the subject matter of the suit. So I don't want to comment further because the matter is already before the court, and we respect whatever my Lord says. The Honorable Attorney General of the Federation, Minister of Justice, the Honorable Minister of Works, the Controller of Works Lagos, High Tech Construction Company, and of course the plaintiff is Foreign Investors Network of Nigeria.
Meanwhile, hundreds of civil society organizations stormed the court to protest against what they described as injustice against the victims of the demolition. Armed with placards with inscriptions such as $250 million gone, is this renewed hope? Release the abducted Obanla David Umahi, your road is provide with injustice. Mr. President, we are not against Coastal Road, but we are victims of impunity who are stripped of justice. One of the leaders of the coalition, Shino Loremikon, while speaking during the protest, said they are delighted that the issue is before the court and they want the court to critically look at the issue.
You are entitled to compensation. If you are entitled to compensation, is it a private matter between you and government? Is your family not entitled to know what you are being paid? Is your neighbor not entitled to know what you are being paid? Is it the same amount that you are paying a property owner of a plot that you are paying a property owner of an acre of land? Is it the same thing you are paying a property owner of a 3-bedroom flat and a property owner of a duplex? And we are saying this is 21st century. We need to do things the way it should be done so that we can further encourage foreign investments. Tradition, culture, values like this intimidate people and feel instead of coming to Nigeria, let me look elsewhere. Sorry. Other countries are competing for investments, namely Ghana, South Africa, Egypt, Morocco. If we continue like this under the excuse that we are providing infrastructure for people and they don't know the ABC of that infrastructure, we'll be having problems like XYZ.
Another lawyer, Tahir Daramola, also stated that the federal government did not fulfill all the requirements to acquire the land from the investors who, according to him, invested over $250 million.
I speak for the claimant, that is the first claimant in question, which I repeat again, Foreign Investors Network of Nigeria. No compensation had been paid so far. None. Do not forget that the foreign investors had inputted over $250 million in what the government just feel just within a day, within seconds, within minutes, they just had to start demolishing our properties. Now, be the concerned in Nigeria, nobody is above the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. And what we are after is this, to say that the first question we want to ask all Nigerians is this: do the foreign investors who are also Nigerian citizens, do they have the right to their own property of their choice? The Constitution has explained that, Section 43. Yes, of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, 1999 has amended. Yes, they could have their own property. When they have their property, they should go ahead and do perfection of their documents. The property in question has CSOs, some have consent. In fact, with respect to the Lagos-Calabar Coastal Road, they have way of access. You understand? That was given to them by the Lagos State government on the 16th day of April 2024. So if in all ramifications we had not even encroached on this Lagos-Calabar Coastal Road, then the question is, which government has the same right to now take our property, assuming without conceding that you must take our property? The law is very straightforward. Section 28 of the Land Use Act 1978 says that if the government must take your property for overriding public interest, then there must be three conditions. These three conditions must be available conjunctively, not disconjunctively. They must be together. Once you furnish two and you miss out one, it means that that property still belongs to that person. The first condition is that you must give a formal notice of that revocation.